I always said the knowledge that I learn through other people lets me love, right? Because you see the connection there. I don't want to be, and no judgment on anybody or I use these examples as visuals because I can't sometimes say them in a communicative form. So they may offend a group of people or whatever the case may be. But I don't want to be that nigga who actually wear Tevas with socks and got dreads that are balding in the front and he's still down in Sankofa giving out knowledge to bitches for pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, that's how deep my change has to be. Like, you found a purpose and a place through your education to where that's all you use to get through life, is to show people that you're smart and intelligent. You don't use that to bring people in. Like, even when you had Dick Gregory's daughter on here, I cried that day because I used to work at Borders on 18th Street. He used to come to that cafe every day. So I got chills. I used to spend time with him. So a lot of what he would actually say to me would actually start to resonate because he was the first person that I watched go outside of like all of this shit. Like, you know, like, it's like it's super, like.
It's all of it.
Yeah. Like.
And he lived it.
Black men, when I was coming up, like, it was a different, like, look. It was a prideful, like, era. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I always tell people, I was like, pussy and money, or dick and money. Like, you put them shits in there, people kill over that, like, all those different shit. Like, you know what I mean? But you killing because your diet's disgusting. You killing because you think you own people versus understanding that your love is abused and broken, and you're over here just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we're interacting with each other now? Like, come on, I can't do that. And that's what I mean. Society's on society. I want this. You know what I'm saying?
What do you want?
Me personally?
Mm-hmm.
To keep learning so I can love. Like, right now, I love James. You know what I'm saying? Like, being able to say I love a black man, like, when I was a kid, right, I liked Prince. But where I was from, like, nigga, you don't go out, that nigga had chaps with his ass out.
Facts.
I'm not going to tell nobody that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So people be like, oh, but now you say you like Tyler, the Creator. I like the way he thinks.
Same.
I like the way Vince Staples thinks. We didn't have people like that when I was actually growing up. Well, like I told people, I was like, you actually was raised by dope dealers. I said, I wasn't raised by raggedy niggas. I said, I was raised by Rakim. Niggas who look like Rakim, those are the dope dealers that actually raised me. So they had a pride about themselves. So even when you watch a nigga back then wear shorts above his knees, that's because that's a rich nigga versus a broke nigga who got to wear all that trendy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's some different shit. Yeah, because everybody wasn't, you knew what type of dope dealer you wanted to be and you knew which ones you didn't want to be. That nigga's a sucker.
Yeah.
That nigga then, how you move, nobody know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm about to adopt that. Boom, boom, boom. Let me sprinkle a little Corey on that. Let me, you know what I'm saying? I'm off and running now. I ain't doing what he doing, but now I got my own little, you know what I'm saying?
That's why, dude, I used to be so ashamed of where I was from, bro.
Yeah.
Like I used to, when I first moved here, I would dress up and wear suits and braces and shit and French cuffs and double Windsor knots and all that kind of stuff and try to speak eloquent. And I did not want anybody to look at me and get any motherfucking idea where I came from, Kansas City, Missouri. And now, like all the things that you're saying, and we've got to be real, it's a double-edged sword being older, talking about where we come from, and because there was so much gained from them motherfucking streets, bro. And the way that we had to orient ourselves, the way that we had to problem solve, the way that we had to think outside the box, the way that we had to embrace our intuition and read niggas and manipulate situations and environments to get what we needed to get out of it. We just didn't think big enough about how to use some of that shit. So we had fucking awesome skills, but we were using that shit in some fucking peanut, cracker jackass kind of ways.
Remember how we talk to ourselves too, James?
That's a fact, though.
Yeah. Remember how we talk to ourselves, man. Like I tell myself, I wake up every day telling myself something different about myself. Because at the end of the day, I watch people take my greatness. You know why my greatness was taken? I'm 5'8". I'm a little dude. Brothers and sisters, they're younger than me. So I'm the older dude moving around, this, that, and the other, right? I gotta actually face all that bully shit, the nigga from jail, the motherfucking bitch that I'm fucking, that he wants to fuck, this, that, and the other. I gotta maneuver all that shit. Luckily, I was raised by 5%, so it's about always being on your square. Oh, don't stay too long over there. Keep that moving over there, this, that, and the other. So that's what it's always been about. Know where your square is and you can get through this life. Because everything ain't for you, but the floor is for everybody.